how are you supposed to tell if a suit actually fits or not? This is such a common concern that we come across with so many of our wedding couples because a lot of them have never actually tried a suit on or have very minimal experience with it, and it is a very daunting process when you have no idea what you're doing. And guess what? You're not supposed to. You've never done this before. Today's video is going to break down the 10 things that you should be looking for when trying on a rental suit to ensure a good fit. If you're new here, hey, my name is Jamie. I am your online wedding planner here to help you plan this thing they call a wedding, because you don't know what you're doing and you're not supposed to. That's why I'm here. I'd also love to give a huge shout out to Generation Tux for sponsoring this week's video. Y'all, there is a reason that they are my favorite. I use them all the time for my husband's best friend's wedding, for my brother's wedding, for all of these occasions for my clients. I continue to come back to Generation Tux specifically because their level of attention to detail in the industry is so unparalleled, and you're going to see the evidence of that in today's video specifically. So if you've never tried on a suit before, or if your fiance's never tried on a suit before, you need to ideally get it onto their body to ensure that it's a good fit before moving forward. And that is where Generation Tux's home try-on comes in clutch. This is honestly one of my favorite features that they offer for the wedding couple. They will send a free suit or tuxedo to your home, no charge whatsoever, for you to try on. You go through this process of entering in a few sizes, your ideal avatar, and then they will send one to you to put onto your person to make sure that it fits. So if you are interested in checking out a home try-on, I'm going to go ahead and link it right here. But if you want to see how a home try-on goes first, keep on watching. Let's see. Go to generationtux.com and click on home try-on. That'll take you right here. Get a free home try-on and get the right fit. Click start. And here is where you get to have a little bit of fun with your look. Now, we've gone ahead and allowed Generation Tux to pick which ones they want to send us, but just for kicks and giggles, let's go ahead and go through this process anyways so you can see what it looks like. You can go through and edit by selecting your jacket. You can start with none, or you can scroll through these and figure out what color works best for your overall vibe, overall look, and color palette of your event. They also have the option to rent different colored shirts. You can toss in patterns, you can toss in different colors, you can pick different ties, bow ties, regular ties, pattern ties. How many times can I say ties? You get the point. You can choose to add a vest, not have one at all. And what I love about this is as you're going through, it will show you the rental cost of all of these items. No hidden numbers, no guessing, just all coming together really neatly so you can see your grand total right here as you move forward. Also do that. Great. Do this. Save the look. Not a sponsored post for 1Password, but hey, it's not a bad deal. And here's where you're going to add in all of the details from your event. Now, bear in mind, a home try-on only works for the wedding couple themselves. It is not an option for anyone else that might be wearing a suit in your wedding party or any other family members. If you do have questions or concerns about the fit for any of these other parties, feel free to reach on out to Generation Tux and they will handle it specifically for you. You also have the option for special event, but for this case, we're going to go with groom. Event date, let's say July 23rd, 2024. Sure, I don't even know what day that is. We'll put my husband in here. And here's where we get to the actual magic. This is like an E. Taylor magic mystery sauce that does some sort of wizardry behind the scenes by answering a few questions to figure out exactly what size suit you should be getting. So my husband is 6 feet tall, 215 pounds. Well, let's be honest, 220 pounds. He is 32. Shoes size 10 and a half. Oh, he is, but this is like a test. This is my favorite part of the entire algorithm because it's just a little, it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny to go through. So I would say that my husband has a slightly rounded stomach, a muscular build. Yeah, not that, not quite that. No, maybe average build. How's he going to feel about me calling him out like this? Let's see. How do you prefer your suit to fit? Modern or slim? I think that he prefers a slim fit. We'll go ahead and click that there. And then that's it. You fill in the rest of your information and submit it. And literally, y'all, that is it. Just this right here with your pant size and your shoe size. And they're able to figure out exactly what sizes to send you. And 7 to 10 days later, you get your box. That's not centered. Let's try that again. Much better, sort of. Here is what you end up receiving. Yours will obviously have a return label, but mine I don't want y'all coming over. I love you, but I don't want you in my house. And inside, you will find your return bag, just like this, that you will send all of your products back in, and your garment bags, including all of the clothing material. In this particular order, we got 2 suits. So there's this one, and there's one directly beneath it that is hiding the shoes. So we've got a glossy black shoe for this one, and then a little bit more of a satin colored brown for this one. All right, now let's open up one of these bad boys. Oh, I didn't even realize that we've got socks tucked into these. Here we go. Oh, would you look at that? VIP, baby. Okay, and then first thing you want to do is check the suit that got sent to you. This one is the slim black notch tux jacket. Here is a bow tie that they've included also in here. So here's the jacket. Make sure this is centered because that'll drive me nuts in editing. We've got the jacket. We've got the pants. What's that? Suspenders? You stop it. Okay. We let them pick out what they wanted to send and they went all out. We've got the vest and we've got, oh, a tie option? They gave us options. And then a slim twill white spread collar shirt. Let's see. Wow, that is slick. So because this is a tuxedo, this is not gonna have a belt with it. Tuxedo pants don't have belt loops, hence the potential need for suspenders, and these would probably go with the shiny black shoe. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other package I sent too. This one has much less hangers. This only has 3, whereas this one had 5. Yep. So this one's probably gonna be a suit. Okay, we are going for the Mystic Blue suit on this one. So this is a really pretty, vibrant blue color. I actually really like this one on a lot of different bridal party looks. They sent a belt as well. It's a nice satin finish, brown leather. And then we also have the pants, the vest, and my assumption is the shirt from the other one will also work with this one as well. And what's wild is we never put his measurements in, and they still somehow got the exact right size. What? Sure. You have a James Bond special sauce on it. Come on out. Come on out. Okay.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe 2? Just 1.
All right.
Or was it just this?
Okay. All right, I'm actually going to switch over to my up-close camera to get some details to check the fit. This was supposed to be a cool transition. So there are actually 10. Just don't be awkward. Just be a model. I forgot to show that there were, what are these? Button?
Cuff links for your chest? Torso links?
This is why you need to work with professionals. Torso links. There's these. You have the cuff links on as well.
Boom.
Real slick. And then pocket square. So this is the tuxedo with the notch lapel. So.
And. Importantly.
Can't forget those bad boys. Yeah. How dare I? So the first thing that we're going to be looking for is the shoulder fit. We want to make sure that that sits nicely on the top of the shoulder right here. We don't want too much pulling or too much bunching. You're doing great, sweetie.
I'm sucking it in and flexing.
Yep. So this is hitting at a really great point. It doesn't look like he borrowed his dad's jacket. It sits really nicely. The second thing we're looking for is the button stance and if we're seeing any sort of pop. If the jacket is too small, the button will be up too high and then we'll see like a lot of tension coming in right here. This is pretty relaxed, a normal amount of jacket tension. In addition to that, if it is too small, we will see the chest gap get pretty substantial right here. Oh,
I was trying to.
No, you're good. I just was more laughing at our, I tried to hide the coat rack. Where this will pucker out simply because it's not, you could just hold still. Because it doesn't fit properly, but we see it resting nice and close to the chest.
Because I got massive pecs.
Massive.
Yep.
pecs. The next thing we're gonna check is the jacket length. Ideally, we want it right around where the knuckles rest on the hands. And would you mind doing a little? And we want it covering about 80% of the rear. Nope, don't. Which this does pretty effectively. Okay. Speaking of rear, do you feel like your pants are gonna bust open if you sit down right now?
I mean,
I was just looking for a yes or no.
that is kind of how I feel in all my pants.
Okay.
But no,
Okay.
no, I can sit down.
So you want to make sure that there's no, I wasn't done back there.
Oh.
Okay. You want to make sure that there's no, stop it. That there's no substantial sagging or anything like that back here. There's just a little bit, it's a little bit of a relaxed fit, and so he is not going to bust a seam by sitting down regardless of what he says. This next thing you're gonna wanna look for is something called a pocket pop. You can turn back around now. And that is right here on the side. And this is something that my husband tends to get no matter what. That's actually really not bad, all things considered. So a pocket pop is when these are too tight, pants in general. This will actually pop out almost like an elephant ear of sorts.
Here, I can. There.
You're gonna exacerbate it? Thank you. So that would be a pocket pop. We are not really seeing much of that. Next thing we're gonna check for, turn s'il vous plaît. The next part that we're looking for is a collar roll back here. So that is, I think a little bit of tension is totally normal, perfectly fine. But what we don't want is we don't want this pulling so hard that we get these rolls because the jacket isn't big enough that it will almost just look like, stacked pieces of fabric. Pant length. All right, you can turn back around. So as far as the pants are concerned, now this is a little bit more of a stylistic approach. Some people prefer them nice and short. Thank you, Vanna. Maybe not that short. Some people prefer a higher hemline on their pants specifically. That's definitely more stylistic. Your ankles look so slim.
Still look at my calves.
But ideally what you want is just a little bit of a subtle break on top of the shoe. The next indicator of a good fit will be the sleeve length in general. You want them right at the break of the wrist. So that seems like it's hitting at the correct spot. Excellent. Did you say clutch?
Clutch.
And then you want anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch of the shirt sleeve showing. Just a little extra pop, not too much. Again, you don't want it looking like you borrowed your big brother or your dad's suit. And then last, but most certainly not least, you want to make sure that you don't have a big old gap back here, the dreaded collar gap. You want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Good job trimming your neck, dear. Hey. Right in there to ensure an excellent fit.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
No.
That's the way I like it.
Okay, do you want to go try the next one on just to confirm?
Sure.
Okay. You can go now.
Okay.
Okay. Outfit number 2. I love this color on you. And he paired it with one of his ties because you just had to get a little sprinkle of himself in there, right? So again, doing a quick run through, we want to make sure the button, we're not seeing too much puckering. We're not seeing, oh, there's a little bit of a gap, probably because you're looking down.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay. We're not seeing too large of a gap here. The shoulder is fitting right up top right here. We're also not seeing, we might be seeing a little bit of it right now. There we go. We're not seeing any sort of bunching right here. Jacket length is good. Sleeve length is great. A little bit of a buckle on the top of the shoe, but that's exactly what we're looking for. Are you gonna rip your pants if you sit down?
Should I squat? Do a little squat. Yeah.
Do I have a choice? Is there anything else we missed?
The booty?
The boot, oh.
The flat?
Heaven forbid I forget the booty. You didn't really fix your shirt. It's all bunchy. But let's take your word for it. All right, you can turn on back around. Thank you for your service. And that is how you make sure you have a good fit.
Hey y'all.
Without any measurements.
Yes.
At all.
Boom.
Whatsoever. You can go put regular clothes back on now.
Alright. Deal.
That's it. It's bagged up. It's ready to go. It is that simple. Look for those 10 points. Make sure you are getting a good fit. If for any reason you have a question or any of these points aren't hitting exactly where you want them to, or you're not sure if it is a good fit or not, Generation Tux offers a personal stylist for you to call up, shoot an email off to, send a photo to be like, is this right? Am I doing this okay? Because me making a YouTube video about it, yes, is extremely helpful. Having a real life person who does this professionally to be there to answer your questions is even more so. If you are interested in checking out Generation Tux and all of the free offerings that I have, we haven't even touched on the free swatches, or if 5 of your wedding party members rent, you get to your rental for free. If 7 of them rent, you get to keep your rental. Are you kidding me with this? That and so much more over at Generation Tux. Click this link or I'll leave it in the description box below for you to go take a look at. So that's what we have for this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. How about you guys? What are you doing? Are you renting suits? Are you buying them? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I love hearing from you guys, and you guys can encourage and inspire each other in the comments. And of course, a huge shout out to Generation Tux for sponsoring this week's video. And until next week, bye guys.